The views expressed here are the intellectual property of the Laughing Ogre and are no way meant to reflect the ideas or insights of normal human beings. Now sit back, relax, and enjoy, because here comes the Laughing Ogre! Oh man, oh man, oh man. Hey YouTube, welcome back. Hopefully you took a little time since we last spoke to read a book or a newspaper article or something. That's what I've been doing, and I can't let this one slide. Most people that listen to me on a regular basis know that I'm Jewish, not by faith, but by blood. Never been to temple in my life. I was raised by secular Jews, and eventually my mother actually converted to Christianity, and to be honest, most of my life I was raised in a Christian home. That doesn't, that's here or there. I'm just giving you the down low on the ogre. So let's look at the Daily Mail. There will be a link in the description. This was linked on Breitbart. Go ahead and go to Breitbart. He needs all the traffic he can get. Don't be complacent if you're a Breitbart fan and say, well, he's got a lot of people there. Go and click on Breitbart today. Give him a little traffic and get some real news. So here we go, thedailymail.com. It says, machete-wielding man slumps to the ground after being shot in the stomach at the Louvre Museum as he attacked French soldiers while screaming, Allahu Akbar. That's what I think that's Arab for holy shit. And then there's some bullet points here that I'll go through. A man armed with a machete was shot 5 times in the stomach after attempting to storm the museum. Second bullet point, police sources said the attacker was shouting, Allahu Akbar, before being gunned down. Streets around the Louvre have been evacuated, and France's Interior Ministry branded the incident serious. How about a serious terrorist attack? French Prime Minister Bernard has described the attack as terrorist in nature. Way to good. That's just way to go, Minister Bernard. The ogre salutes you. Heil! 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 Salute to you, Prime Minister of France. First to the last bullet point, a second person has been arrested, but it is not known if they are linked to the attack. Final bullet point, the identity and nationality of the attacker are not yet known, the Interior Minister has said. The Interior Ministry. This is by David Burke for Maloney and Peter Allen in Paris for Maloney. Published 4:24 Eastern Standard Time, 3rd February 2017. Updated 9:46 Eastern Standard Time, 3rd February 2017. Beginning at the top of the article, a terror probe has been launched in Paris after a machete-wielding man was shot after trying to attack 4 soldiers outside the Louvre. The suspect was shot 5 times in the stomach and is in critical condition. He was shouting, Allahu Akbar, Arabic for God is the greatest, according to the Paris Perfect, and reportedly had paint bombs in his backpack. I wonder what they were for. Maybe to destroy the wonderful art in the Louvre? I'll comment on this later. Let me get through this without stumbling, because this stuff makes me a little sick to my guts. After being refused entry, he pulled out the weapon and was shot by a soldier. Officials had confirmed. A soldier is believed to have suffered a head injury. U.S. President Donald Trump tweeted following the attack in the French capital, a new radical Islamic terrorist has just attacked in the Louvre Museum in Paris. Terrorists were locked down. France on edge again. Get smart, U.S. End quote. A second man was arrested for acting suspiciously close to the scene, but it is not known if he is linked to the attack. French Prime Minister Bernard I should know how to say it, but who cares? I'm just going to keep butchering it. Cazeneuve has described the attack as terrorist in nature. Interior Ministry spokesperson Pierre-Henry Brandant said that the identity and nationality of the suspect are not yet known. I'm going to guess that he is, however, Islamic. Interior Minister Bruno Le Roy has cut short a trip to the Dordogne, I'm not good at this Frenchy stuff, and is set to visit the injured soldier this afternoon. An estimated 1,250 people were inside the famous art gallery, home to the Mona Lisa, when the shooting happened. Pictures from inside the museum show school children cowering during the emergency lockdown. French President Francois Hollande has praised security forces for their quick response. Yes, people, I could look these names up, and yes, I hear them all the time. But no, I'm American, and I really don't give a crap. Our political system is a monster enough to follow without trying to keep up on all your names and whatnot. So continuing on with the article below, the myriad of pictures showing Paris in a fervor as they are attacked by Islamic terrorists. Continuing with the article now. Soldiers patrolling as part of France's ongoing state of emergency stopped the man getting into the building shortly after 9 a.m. He was carrying a suitcase and was refused access, said a police source at the scene. The man immediately withdrew a knife and attacked. It was at this moment that a soldier used his weapon to disable the man, who was wounded. The area has been evacuated. A spokesman for the military force that patrols key sites in Paris said the four-man patrol of soldiers tried to fight off the assailant before they opened fire. Benoit Boulon said a soldier who was slightly injured by the attacker was not the soldier who opened fire. The alleged attacker is in a serious condition, officials have said. French newspaper La Express reports he has taken to the Georges Pompidou Hospital, where he is undergoing surgery. Michael Cadet, the Paris prefect, said at the scene, emergency workers are currently trying to revive him. He was shot 5 times in the stomach but is still alive. A soldier also injured. Mr. Cadet said that the attack happened at the top of an escalator that leads down into the shopping complex. He said the knife man appeared to be acting alone, and that the words used pointed to extremist terrorists. Mr. Cadet said that the soldier had to neutralize the attacker after the soldier was lightly injured by the assailant. The suspect's rucksack was searched, but there was no sign of any explosives. Authorities did, however, discover paint bombs in the bag. La Frego reports. I'm sorry if I'm butchering these words, it's not intentional. The drama unfolded next to the Carrousel de Louvre, the vast underground shopping center built into the museum complex. The huge former royal palace in the heart of the city is home to the Mona Lisa and other world-famous works of art, but also a shopping complex and numerous exhibition spaces. It is always packed with thousands of tourists from all over the world, all of whom have their bags inspected before entry. That is a terrible thing if you ask me. They shouldn't be. Are they terrorists? We should let people go in. When they do stuff, stop them, as this man was. By 11 a.m., the entire area was shut down as hundreds of extra soldiers and police flooded into the area. The Rue de Ravioli, running alongside the museum, was closed to traffic while trains, not trans, were being pushed through the Paris Royal Musée de Louvre metro station without stopping. The emergency response was filmed on live video app Periscope this morning. Police union official Yves Lebreuve said the man attacked soldiers when they told him he could not enter an underground shopping mall beneath the Louvre with his bags. Mr. Lebreuve says police found 2 machetes on the man. Now this is the section of the program where I basically tell you, if you want to read the rest of this article, I highly suggest it. Go to Drudge and check it out. You can read it on the Daily Mail. Is the top link. It says Terror at the Louvre, and then Allahu Akbar is the Sun. The article I was reading comes from the Daily Mail. I don't necessarily have any preference. I try to read as many articles as I possibly can and then base my opinion on a multitude of counselors. I suggest that everyone out there listening to me do the same thing. Don't take my word for it. Don't take anybody's word for it. Don't take the Daily Mail's word for it. Don't take the Sun's word for it. Don't take the New York Times or CNN, or any of their words for it. Go look into it yourself and then decide. Listen, people, I want to take a few minutes here and say, nonsense. The ban is not wide enough. These people say to you, their imams right now are actively saying, use machetes, use knives, use cars, use trucks. Has anyone noticed the huge rise in these things? Until the imams embrace reform, and they do what the Catholic Church did, well, I don't know, 400 or 500 years ago, thanks to Martin Luther, Zwingli, Huss, Jerome, Tyndale, all of these great people that helped to not only bring about this new view of Christianity, but to reform the church and to say, hey, listen, you know, we cannot follow you and you can't kill us for it. We can say this is our interpretation of scriptures and you can't kill us for it. We can say the world is round or flat or whatever we want. You cannot kill us for having our own opinions. These people would not only kill you for having your own opinion, and I'm not just going to say that this person was planning to blow up these paint bombs that were in their backpack, but I mean, what else were they planning on doing? These people would destroy beautiful, priceless art, just like they would destroy a beautiful human individual. I have seen things that chill me to the marrow. I believe, like some of my friends online, especially TheBritisher believes, this is a grab-astic, unorganized pile of scum that don't know how to even get together. I watched this whole deal where they were dumb enough to let this person with a camera follow them. They tried to set up a roadside bomb. They couldn't get it to go off. And then the guy, after the convoy went by, he said, let me have the phone. And he did it right that time. And you could hear kapoomp in the distance. And yeah, he set it off, not at the right time. Who knows who was walking by? It could have been a Muslim walking by right there with their family and their children. Could have been a mother going to get water, or who knows? This was right on the side of the road by a field. These people are grab-astic, unorganized piles of garbage that need to be taken out. I'm not saying Muslim, and I'm not going to sit here and say not all, until they reform all. The Indonesians, every one of them, because the radical ones will step forward until reformation happens. And everyone that is involved in this Muslim extremism says, no, this is wrong. We are wrong. It is wrong to take someone's life based on their religious beliefs. I don't see how there could ever be a bridge over this gulf. This is, look, Paris, look, France, get them out. Round them up and get them out. Send them back to Syria. What, that sounds bad because you show some pictures of little children that have, the war. I didn't cause the war. You didn't cause the war. Look at Feed the Children Fund. They show you poor little children with flies around their eyes and try to pander to your soft side. And then when they get your money, they keep 95 to 98% of it, and that little child might see 2 to 5 cents of it. That's nothing. They feed their own fat asses and let those children starve to death. It's a money-making racket. This is beyond a money-making racket. This is a mechanism almost as insidious as the New World Order, almost as terrible as the Trilateral Commission, almost as horrific as the Bohemian Grove and the members that go there. This is a way that people can say, you follow me because I'm holy. I'm going to heaven. Don't you want to go to heaven? If you do, you'll do as I say. And if you don't do what I say, you will pay the jizya. You will give me money. You will allow me to come and sleep in your bed with your wife. They brag about it. You will breed you out, make you poor, unless you convert to Islam. I stand with all free peoples around the world and say, get out of London. Get out of New York City. Get out of Chicago and Detroit. Get out of Dearborn, Michigan. You scum. I've seen what you do to Christians that go and hold a sign which is legal in this country. You pelt them with water bottles. You pelt them with rocks and stones. You drive them away with the active connivance of the Dearborn police. Shame on you. Shame. Go away. Go back to the scum hole you crawled out of. Take you and your backwards ideas back to where they belong. the cave, the Stone Age, or when you finally awaken the sleeping monster that you continue to poke in the eye with a sharp stick. You, my Muslim friends, will regret it. 'Cause though you've been poking Israel these 60, 70 years, you are now bringing into it what Hirohito himself said. We fear we've awakened the sleeping giant and filled it with a terrible resolve. You've awakened the ogre. You've awakened many other free peoples around the world. You dare try to destroy the Mona Lisa? You dare step your infidel feet into the hallowed realm of the Louvre? You dare attack a soldier of France? You have the attention of the free world, you scumbags, and one way or another, we will rise up and we will defeat you. As I calm down now, I want to remind everybody, be good to your friends, be good to your family, be good to your loved ones. Be quick to say you're sorry. Be even quicker to accept an apology, especially when that thing your friend, family member, or loved one has done seems to be so big. Because brothers and sisters, at a time you think not, your friends, your family members, your loved ones, your life and your cause will depart from you. Ha ha!